High cost of living. Ah, the Canadian dream, owning a home and a pet moose. But wait, what's that? The average home price in Toronto is now equivalent to a small country? Yes, folks, living in Canada can feel like playing Monopoly, but instead of go, you just keep passing bankruptcy. And don't even get me started on grocery shopping. You might as well bring your life savings for a cart full of groceries. A loaf of bread? That'll be $10, please. Meanwhile, you're left wondering if you should buy food or pay rent. Spoiler alert, ramen noodles are now a food group. So while we're all trying to save up for that dream home, we might just end up living in our parents' basement forever. At least they have good Wi-Fi. Healthcare woes. Canada's healthcare system is like a buffet. Everyone gets in, but good luck getting what you want. Need a family doctor? Good luck finding one. They're rarer than a Sasquatch sighting. And if you need surgery, well, pack a lunch and maybe a sleeping bag because you'll be waiting longer than it takes to binge watch an entire season of your favorite show. Mental health services? Let's just say they're on the wait and see plan. Literally, you might find yourself waiting so long that your therapist could retire before your appointment. So, while we enjoy universal health care, we might need to redefine universal to mean universally delayed. Economic challenges. Welcome to Canada, where the economy is like a roller coaster, thrilling but often leaves you feeling nauseous. We're a G7 country with an economy that feels more like a G. What happened to my paycheck? With big corporations running the show, it's like trying to win Monopoly against your older sibling who always cheats. And let's not forget about the gig economy, where you can work 3 part-time jobs and still barely afford avocado toast. The gig economy is great until you realize your job is driving for Uber between shifts at Tim Hortons, and don't even think about asking for benefits. Those are reserved for unicorns and fairy tales. With automation creeping in faster than your neighbor's new fence, many workers are left wondering if their job will be replaced by a robot named Bob. So while we try to climb the corporate ladder, it often feels more like running on a hamster wheel. Lots of effort with little reward. Oh, and did I mention our household debt? It's so high that even Santa would think twice before coming down our chimneys. So while we're all trying to make ends meet, it feels like we're just running in place on a treadmill, exhausted but getting nowhere. High taxes. Welcome to the Great Canadian Tax Circus, where your paycheck performs death-defying stunts before reaching your wallet. First up, we have the incredible shrinking income. The federal government starts by taking a 33% bite out of your hard-earned cash. But wait, there's more. Your province wants a piece of the pie too, with rates ranging from 11.5% to 21.8%. It's like a magic trick. Now you see it, now you don't. But the show's not over, folks. Enter the GST HST, the sneaky sidekick of Canadian taxation. Depending on where you live, you'll be paying anywhere from 5% to 15% extra on most of your purchases. It's like a never-ending game of tag, you're taxed. Now for our grand finale, the total tax burden. In 2023, the average Canadian family paid a whopping 46.1% of their income in taxes. That's right, almost half of your money goes poof faster than a magician's rabbit. The Canadian tax system is where your money disappears faster than free hockey tickets. Remember, in this circus, the government always wins, and you're left juggling your pennies. Political discontent. Politics in Canada, a real-life episode of Survivor where no one seems to win. Our electoral system is so convoluted that even mathematicians throw up their hands in confusion. You can win with less than 40% of the vote. Talk about setting low expectations. Regional divisions are alive and well. It's like Canada has its own version of the Hunger Games, where Alberta and Quebec are always eyeing each other suspiciously over resource debates. And let's not forget about scandals. Politicians seem to have more drama than reality TV stars. With every election cycle feeling like deja vu, voter apathy is rising faster than maple syrup on pancakes. So while we love our democracy, sometimes it feels more like an episode of Whose Line Is It Anyway?, where everything's made up and the points don't matter. Weather conditions. Canada's weather is like that unpredictable friend who shows up uninvited, always dramatic and never what you expected. One minute it's sunny, and the next you're buried under 5 feet of snow wondering if you should invest in snowshoes or just build an igloo. Winter lasts so long that by March, even penguins are like, seriously? We get it. It's cold. Seasonal affective disorder is practically our national pastime. Who needs sunlight when you can binge watch Netflix in the dark? And when summer finally arrives for 2 weeks, don't forget the mosquitoes. They're practically Canada's unofficial mascot. So while we love our 4 seasons, sometimes it feels like winter just forgot to leave. Cultural and social issues. Canada is known for its diversity, but let's face it, sometimes it feels like we're all just awkwardly standing around at a party trying to figure out who brought the fruitcake. We've got systemic racism lurking in the corner like that one relative who always brings up politics at family gatherings. And while we celebrate multiculturalism, some immigrants are still figuring out how to navigate job markets where their degrees are as useful as a chocolate teapot. Language barriers? Sure. Just ask anyone trying to order poutine in Quebec without speaking French. It's like playing charades with fries. So while we love our multiculturalism, multicultural mosaic. Sometimes it feels more like a jigsaw puzzle, missing half the pieces. So there you have it, folks. Why I think it sucks to be a Canadian, especially these days. I'd love to hear what locals and foreigners think about Canada. And please share your ideas for other sucky videos I can make for you. Click the like button, subscribe, and stay awesome.